Good evening. Tonight I'm going to do a little presentation of a fly that I've been using pretty successfully. I am a huge fan of woolly boogers, and I come up with this little idea. I'm sure other people have done something similar that I really it really helps me a bunch. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little propeller. I got these little packages on the front of just a typical woolly booger. And the way I do it is I'm going to take a bead and I want to poke it through. Then I'm going to take my impeller and poke it through. Instead of weighting down my fly, I'm going to add one more bead. And what I do is I'll put this in the vise. And I'm not going to tie that real tight. I'm going to broke my lines. I'm going to tie it in pretty loose in place. So I'm going to tie just like I would a typical woolly booger. Get my thread started. Got my hackle all there. I'm going to take and tie my tail in, which is just a marabou, just like a typical woolly booger. And I'm tying it kind of thick bodied because I like a fatter fly than typical. And I cut my tail pretty short. I tend to have a lot less misses when I tie my tail in shorter. It just seems to work pretty good for me. So then I'm going to tie my chenille in just like I would. Take it to the back. Put it on the hook, or on the clip. I'm going to tie my hackle in. Bring my thread forward. Then I am going to just wrap the chenille. And instead of getting it way up there tight, I'm going to leave it a little bit loose. Cut it up out of the way. Follow with my hackle. And I'll bring my hackle forward. Tie it off. And once I get it tied off, I'm going to do a couple whip finishes back behind that second bead, still loose. Do one more just because I want to make dang sure that it's going to stay on there. Okay, once I do that, this thing spins around just pretty awesome in the water. But with them two beads, it also rattles a little bit. So it's gonna, when you pull it through the water, the impeller's gonna, or the propeller's gonna spin around, but also it's gonna click on them beads. And when you draw it, the head's gonna dive down and that impeller's gonna spin and the beads will clank and rattle similar to like a rattle trap lure. I'm telling you, it's an unbelievable, it bobs head first up and down, and it's a super easy fly to fish with, and I've had a lot of success with it. So hope you guys enjoy it, and we'll see you next Thursday.